Hello friends, we are back with our next tutorial video, that is our sixth tutorial. This is all about three things. The first one is distilled water. The second concept is about uh, disinfection, and the third concept is about sterilization. So these three are very important things in microbiology. The distilled water, you should have a proper distilled water supply in the lab. If you don't have a proper distilled water in the lab, then it will be very difficult to make the microbiology cultures, the culture preparation of the culture medias, the preparation of the bacterial inoculations and all those, the suspensions, bacterial suspensions, the fungal suspensions. It will be very important, difficult to prepare. So you need to have a proper distilled water. Now what is this word mean proper? Quote unquote this proper. What is the word meaning proper? Proper means the distilled water should have two constituents. Distilled water mainly have two constituents. One is the pH and the other one is the TDS. What is this TDS? TDS is the total dissolved solids. Now this should be minimum or should be less than 30. Must be less than 30. Should be 0. 0 is the standard TDS and it should be not more than 30. Preferably it should be not more than less than 18. So this should be maintained in the microbiology lab. And there are many different kinds of water purification systems are there. Some uses distillation apparatus, some uses a purification apparatus. If you can provide an AquaGuard, there is an AquaGuard 0 TDS or low TDS water supply is there. Now it is available around 25 to 35,000 rupees. That is 30,000 rupees that is available. So if you can provide at least minimum that one, so it will be very good to be in the lab. And the second one is the disinfection. Now what is disinfection? Disinfection, we are going to talk about the disinfecting the different apparatus, different medias, different flasks and culture tubes and the petri dishes and all that, and the apparatus also. These are this needs disinfection. For this we need some preparation of the solutions. We have to prepare those solutions to make the disinfection. And that also we are using another instrument. In this disinfection section we are going to use another thing, that is the autoclave. Disinfection and sterilization, the third part is sterilization. So this disinfection and sterilization are interlocked with each other, intertwined with each other. So the disinfection, this autoclave is just like a pressure cooker, which we are going to discuss in the later part of the video, that what is an autoclave and how to operate an autoclave. Autoclave is a very good instrument, very good apparatus. It is just like a pressure cooker in the kitchen. It works as good as the pressure cooker in the kitchen, but pressure cooker does not indicate the pressure. Our household cooking pressure cooker does not, kitchen pressure cooker does not indicate the water pressure. What is the pressure inside, the steam pressure of the steam inside. But in this autoclave we have a meter which shows us the water pressure. So one thing should be kept in important in the autoclave, that pressure should be maintained properly, and don't leave the autoclave switched on and forget it. So never do that. It will burst, because more than enough steam will be accumulated inside, and as the pressure cooker bursts in the kitchen, the same thing will happen in the autoclave. It will burst in the laboratory. And pressure cooker is a very small apparatus. It is a small thing, around 1 liter, 2 liter, maximum 2 liter. But this autoclave is around 20 liter. So it holds around 1 to 5 liter water only. It can hold up to 2 liters to 3 liters of water only. And that water makes steam when this heater, inside a heater is there, and that heats. It is an electronic heater and it heats. So that produces the steam, and that steam builds up the pressure inside, which sterilizes or disinfects. Disinfects all the glass media and the culture media, the scalpel, the forceps, everything which you want to keep inside the autoclave, that which I will be able to show. So never forget the autoclave is switched on and go out of the lab. No, don't do that. You should have a specific time, maintain a specific time, and then you can switch off the autoclave and these things will be sterilized, will be kept inside. So that I will demonstrate, and also I will also demonstrate a easiest way, so that only you can just switch on the autoclave, keep it for 5 minutes and switch it off. So no need of forgetfulness. There is no question of forgetfulness. So you will able to manage the autoclave very easily by using that solution, which I will going to demonstrate in the later part of the video. And the third part is the UV sterilization. This is also a very easiest way to sterilize the sterilize or disinfect. This sterilize actually. This does not disinfect, it sterilizes. What is the difference between disinfection and the sterilization? The disinfection is, the word disinfection indicates that disinfection, or there should be no infection, there should be no any contamination or any bacterial spores or sporangiums or anything should be there. And the sterilization is the word which means there should be nothing inside. Disinfection means something may remain, but sterilization means nothing will be there. So that is sterilization. That can be obtained in the autoclave. 50% or 60% or 80% can be obtained in autoclave, and not full 100%. But 100% treatment can be done in the UV sterilization. When an UV lamp is or switched on, as it is in the cabinet inside, in the bio cabinet, which I have shown you, the bio cabinet which I have shown in the first video, that there is a transparent UV light which is just in front of me. This is the UV light which is not coming in the screen, but there is an UV light. So that transparent light which I was talking about, the same UV light, if we put in a small box, it is a simple method, simple UV chamber. We can create an UV chamber that I will demonstrate. A simple UV chamber which will just keep a UV lamp just inside this box, sterilized box, and put all the things inside and switch it on for time period, 1 hour, half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and switch it off. So that will become a sterilization box. That box should be cleaned and properly maintained, so that if we make a cabinet or a small box around 1.5 feet to 2 feet by 1 feet box cabinet, that will be our UV cabinet. That can be our UV cabinet. Generally UV cabinets are available. You can readily purchase from the UV cabinets from the Amazon. You can purchase, or Amazon or eBay or whatever you can purchase, but those are very costly, so don't go for that. You can make a UV cabinet within 2,000 rupees. That UV lamp set will cost you 1,500 rupees, and the cabinet will cost you more than 500 rupees. You can make a proper wooden cabinet or a good cabinet, it will cost you around 500 rupees. So you can make within 2,000 rupees an UV cabinet. But those UV cabinets you want to purchase from a eBay or one online purchase, it will cost you around 5,000 to 6,000 rupees. So that is up to your pocket. So it's not necessary. So these are all we are going to demonstrate. These three main things we are going to demonstrate in the video. So this is our going to be the 6th tutorial video. So please watch it and please say how it is, see how it is. So just will be beginning our next part. So friends, our second part. Now we are talking about distilled water. So first we will take this is a test tube, as you can see, and this camera also you can see this is a test tube, and we are going to take some distilled water, our laboratory distilled water, to test whether it is a distilled water or not. So that we are going to test. So this is a distilled water. So just we are taking in the test tube distilled water. So now this is distilled water. Now we are going to add a reagent. Now this is called universal indicator. Now this indicator will give you a color. So what is the color? The color of the pH of this water. So it should be green or light green, not any other color. So when the color goes from green towards red, that means the water is acidic. So acid is present in the water. And when the color goes from green towards blue or violet down, so that is alkaline water. So that also should be avoided. Neither it should go towards the red region, neither it should go to the blue region or the violet region. It should be green region, in the green area. So you know the green is the good. So green signal, everybody takes out green signal, speaks about green signal, talks about green signal. And the red is bad. So red is also bad and the violet is also bad. So better you stay in the green area, that is in the middle area. And that is the pH 7 of the distilled water. If you have a pH meter, you just have a pH 7. So now we are just putting 3 drops of water, 3 or 4 drops of water, and you can see in the camera it is green. You just see in the camera and it is green. Or better you can see in this camera also. So it is green. So this is the pH of so you can see in the camera, and it is green. So it is looking like green color. So this is the absolute pH of the water. So this should be the color, optimum color of the green distilled water. When you get when you purchase the distilled water, or when you make the distilled water, you should take this. Another meter is there, that is called Tds meter. So which I was talking about the second term, the Tds. Tds you will able to see in a Tds meter. Tds is measured in meters. Tds is not measured in by reagents. It is not accurate to measure by reagents. It should be measured by a meter. So that is called Tds meter. So Tds meter is called total dissolved solids meter. So that is also there. So that you can purchase, and that is will cost you around 4,000 or 5,000 rupees. Generally, this Tds meter and this pH meter are sometimes combined, and that also is available. That is also a very good one, but you have to purchase from a reputed place. Don't purchase any unwanted place, unknown company or unreliable company. You should compare always purchase these instruments from a reliable source. Because if your instrument is not calibrated well, or if your instrument is not maintained well or made well, then you will become the part of their R&D. So I know that many companies, good companies are making also, but you should purchase from a very reputed company. These meters you should purchase from a reputed company. For example, Systronics or Labtronics, like that. Those companies are very reputed companies. Systronics, Labtronics, or you can purchase from Labman. Those are Wenser, Labman. Those you can Wenser is a German company. There Wenser you can purchase, or you can purchase from Systronics. Systronics is a very good reputed Indian company. From there you can purchase their Tds meter. You can purchase their pH meter. Those are very good meters in the lab. So they are a little bit costly, but you can purchase them. Anyway, so now we are going to visit for our next part, that is the sterilization. So disinfection. Now the disinfection is done in an instrument called autoclave. So this autoclave we are going to speak about. So just I have told you it is regarding that pressure cooker. So we are just going to look at the autoclave. So let us see how an autoclave looks like and how it is. So friends, this is our autoclave. As you can see, this is our autoclave. This is made up of stainless steel. This total you can see. This is made up of stainless steel, and this is the meter which I was talking about. This is the cover of the autoclave, and this is the chamber of the autoclave. All things are kept in this chamber, and this is the cover. And you can see these are the knobs or the screws which we have to lock the autoclave. You have to place the lid of the autoclave properly, and this way you have to one by one you have to put the autoclave put the knobs of the autoclave like that. And this is the way of putting the knobs. So here is the last one. So now what we have to do, and this is the last one, sorry. So what we are going to do is that we have to like this. So what we are going to do, we have to put the knobs, tighten the knobs. And one thing is that you have to tighten the knobs, one this side and the opposite one. Again this one, again this one, again this one, and again this one. Otherwise this whole lid will bend. So therefore it should be careful. First step of tightening the autoclave cover is to first this one. Anyone you can take, this one you can take, this one you can take, this one you can take, but you have to tighten the opposite one. If you take this one, if you start from this one, then you have to tighten this one. By one hand you have to hold this one, the other hand you have to hold this one. So then this one and then this one. Again, now you have to fully tighten it so that the lid does not come out. So now we are going to just remove this, and we are going to remove the top cover. Just before setting up the autoclave, we have to take off the cover. Now I am taking off the cover by just, this is the handle. So I am taking off the cover, and you can see what is inside. So you can see this is a chamber. If you take up the can from in which I have kept all my glass apparatus, if I take up the can and you can remove the can, and you can see inside. So this is the heater, this thing is the heater, and you can see this water is there. So this is water, this is distilled water, and you can see the inside chamber is very clean, and this is the stool on which the can is kept, and this is the inside chamber. And one thing you have to keep in mind, that you have to keep the water level in such a way that it covers the heater. The heater should not be exposed. If the heater is exposed, it will blow away. So you have to keep the water in such a level that the heater is covered, and no part of the heater is exposed above the water level. So that you have to keep in mind. And this tool, it should be there, and on this we have to keep this tripod. You have to keep the can in which you will keep the glass apparatus, or your whatever you need to sterilize or disinfect, that you have to keep. And you have to close the autoclave in the same way. And this is and behind that, this is the electrical connection. As you can see, this is from there the wire is gone and it is up to here. So this is the electrical connection, and so this you are going to keep. And this is the autoclave. So this is as simple as like a pressure cooker. So when you keep the can inside, now we are just going to keep the can inside, and we are just going to put the lid, top lid, like this. So here it is done. Now after that, continuously, one by one, we are going to place these lids. One by one, we are going to place these lids like that. We are going to tighten up, and it is like the same way. So now, just I have told you about this pressure. Now you can do, if you can see the pressure gauge, you can see that there is the pressure is in kg. This is the pressure of the steam is indicated in this water gauge. So you can improve a kg. It is in kg. So that if you want, you can do. Otherwise, you have to make a 1 kg of pressure to rise a 1 kg of pressure, but that is very difficult and that is very dangerous to handle. So in spite of that, one thing I have made is that I have made a solution. So this is an auto sterile. This solution I have named is auto sterile. This is sterilized solution, and this solution is made up of two reagents. One is isopropyl alcohol and the other one is glutaraldehyde. These two solution, 50-50%, if you mix with distilled water in this solution, and if you pour it inside the water in the autoclave, if you pour it inside, and you can keep that water, and you just switch on the autoclave for 5 to 10 minutes and switch it off, then your autoclave will not only disinfect but also sterilize, because the chemicals present inside it is the glutaraldehyde. This glutaraldehyde is very much good disinfectant and also a sterilizing reagent. So this solution you can use. It is used as 50% isopropyl alcohol and 50% glutaraldehyde in 100 ml of water. So you can use this solution as well as. So this is all about our autoclave. So now we are going to move our attention towards the UV chamber. So that will be our next part of the video. So be with us. So friends, this is our UV cabinet. As you can see, it is kept on the floor, so under my table. So this is our UV cabinet. As you can see, this is a simple paper box. So no wonder, this is a paper box, and just I'm opening the cabinet, and you can see inside what is inside. There is a UV lamp. This is a simple UV lamp, as you can see, 1.5 feet simple lamp, and inside I have kept some flasks and test tubes and petri dishes and all that. So this you just keep, and you just close the box. You can just close the box, put the box inside, and put some cover upon that, over that, just a plastic cover over that, and you can just simply switch on the light, and the light is switched on. So this light will sterilize or completely sterilize the inside those what you have kept inside. Now regarding this, you can use one small gadget. So this is our small gadget. This is our small gadget. So this is a timer actually. This is actually a timer, time off switch. This is very easily available in Amazon. This you can purchase. This is connected to this main line socket, and this is the timer, and this is the UV cabinet plug, main plug of the UV cabinet. So this is just showing one. That means 10 minutes. The UV light of this cabinet will be switched off after 10 minutes. So now if you increase the timer, so if you want to increase the timer, this is 1 to 2, so this will be 20 minutes. Now this will be 30 minutes. Like that it will increase. So no matter how much you want, you can increase this timer, and you can set accordingly. So this is around 500 rupees. This small gadget is around 500 rupees. So you can purchase from Amazon, and your UV cabinet will be ready. You can just at the end of the day, you can just switch on this timer and leave from the lab, and it will be automatically switched off when this timer is ends the time. So now I am just manually switching it off, and you can see. So this is the timer. So when you first switch on, now what I am going to show you, that when you first switch on, what the timer shows. It shows 88, and your UV lamp will just light up and switch off. Your timer is ready. So now you can just set the time. Even this set switch, you can see a set switch here. Just you can push the switch, and the timer will give you the time. So this is all about your UV cabinet. So thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you for now.